wants. He's got his hands up, but he's not lunging at him, and he's not going to foul.
There's Gilgeous-Alexander. Terrific rookie season with the Clippers last year as Paul is bumped by Gordon way out on three. And set an NBA record for made threes and attempted threes each of the last 3 years. They have picked up where they left off. Add himself on the floor with the kind of pace and the small lineup that Houston will play with in the series.
Well, another thing Billy Donovan told us today, Spiro, is they're going to have to live with some threes.
Clears. House playing banged up, missed the final 3 games of the seeding round as Gilgeous-Alexander can't put it down.
Another great contest at the rim. We saw one from House earlier. Covington did a great job there.
Harden drive and kick. House extra feed. Gordon from deep. Adams had it poked away.
A huge difference when it comes to recovery time.
Rebecca, great point, and everyone, of course, keeping their fingers crossed, Stan, that there will be no positive tests as Eric Gordon taking on contact. Noel again pulling back.
Houston knows that they're going to struggle on the glass, and the way they make up with that is trying to create turnovers. In the bubble, they had the most steals and forced the most turnovers.
That's big.
Seeing in that regard.
Yeah, I mean, we've done a good job. We've lost a couple of situations that we maybe gave up some shots, but overall, I think our guys have done a pretty decent job. The biggest thing for us is can we defend?
And it's been their bench. Rockets starters have struggled. Baisley from the corner. Nicely set up by Paul. Long rebound, Gordon. Rockets want to push the pace. Gordon goes right to the rack.
On drives, they need more movement offensively.
See the run by Houston, 7 in a row. House on a corner 3. That's good. Make it.
Able to break down the defense. Chris Paul on a blow-by getting into the paint, forcing help to come, and then able to make the play.
That's Gordon of the half for Chris Paul. He's now 1 for 6. And it comes at the 8:40 mark of the second quarter. Here's Gordon in a starting role tonight with the absence of Russell Westbrook. Unable to bank
the game because he can shoot the 3. But that's a great play by the young guy, Darius Baisley. Drive it hard to the middle, stay on the floor, pivot, and make a great pass. And
fires long 2 and hits. The sweet stroke of Gallinari. And he brings Oklahoma City within a dozen. Quick trigger 3 by Grant from inside the restricted area. He was just outside that time. Gordon loses his footing. Paul getting his hands dirty. And he is fouled to the floor.
This is the lineup we talked about. They're now +8 in just a couple of minutes. This is the best 5-man lineup in the
.com/bracket. Adams left that one short, so final 42 seconds, second quarter. Jeff Green, who has led this second unit from Houston, 13 off the bench. Gordon hanging in midair, and he banks it home. And a rebound pulled weak side by Danilo Gallinari. So, Stan, here we go. How does Billy Donovan get his team back into this one? Is Adams, but that'll help. Potential 3-point during that last sequence, so he has to be careful as we check in again with Rebecca Harlow. Rebecca?
Well, Spiro, I caught up with Billy Donovan and asked him what is the most important adjustment he needs to make. He gave me 2. He said we have to play with more
advantage. Since the Rockets have gone small, they're the worst rebounding team in the league, and they need to take advantage.
That's a corner 3 by Adams.
Adams has got to assert himself, Spiro, on the inside. He's starting to. That's going to be big.
Gordon so good in the first half. If you've just joined us, 16 points, another 12-point differential. Covington, the driving kick. That play stolen by Paul. Here come the Thunder. And this will be a reaching foul against Harden. Hey, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's had the sweet stroke this season, but not that time, not tonight. Gordon, boy, getting his shoulder into Gilgeous-Alexander.
One of the most remedial drills, Spiro, is the shell drill, where the ball just moves around and no players move. That's what Oklahoma City is allowing Houston to do defensively. Russell Westbrook impersonation tonight, and it's worked well.
Gordon's going to try a deep 3. This is called the old heat check. You always come with a different perspective, Stan, as a former coach. Here comes Gordon looking for more. That's what Mike D'Antoni wants to see, a little bit too much that time.
Well, your hotness comes because you're a good shooter getting good shots, so keep working to get those good shots.
I'm not going to win this argument, so I'll give up. That's a three from Green. They have rewritten the record books in that category over the last 3+ years. Adams, this will be an offensive foul. He had Gordon on his back. 115-97 Houston. Gordon turned aside. Here comes Paul.
Is the only family member who didn't go to an HBCU, which is why they're so special to him. Plus, he's been active at North Carolina A&T.
Billy said he does a better job of compartmentalizing than anybody he knows, and he's able to stay in the moment.
Whistle here against the Thunder.